Aliko Dangote is no stranger to the business world. He's hailed as Africa's richest man, with a fortune estimated to be worth $21.6 billion built over a period of 30 years. For this self-made billionaire who has invested in cement, sugar, flour, and recently oil, being remembered for his dedication towards the betterment of the lives of Africans is more important than being named Africa's richest man. I caught up with him after he was crowned Forbes Africa Person of the Year in 2014. Thank you, Mr. Dangote, for taking the time to speak to us, and congratulations on winning Forbes Africa Person of the Year award. What does this award mean to you?
I think it means a lot, really. It means, quite a lot to me. It means that, yes, people have actually noticed what we've been doing as Dangote Group. It's good, for us to make Africa proud. These sort of things, we used to just read them, like any other, people around. But, right now, we are making Africa proud. I think that is the most important, trying to take our people out of poverty by, spreading the joy, by trying to see that we create jobs and, taking out poverty from our system.
How does it feel to be Forbes Person of the Year in 2014?
It means great. It means, great. It is very, very inspiring. This sort of award can actually make you to continue to work hard and make Africa great. I think that's really what's very important.
Is there a particular message you'd like to give the readers and viewers of Forbes Africa?
I think the readers of Forbes Africa, is that Forbes is a very, very important magazine to read. It inspires you a lot. I remember 15 years ago when I used to read the other, the Forbes Africa, I was not in the billionaires list. But, this award, especially this particular one, why it is very, very important, it's not about measuring whether you have billions or it's how you impacted the society. And I think that's why really it is very, very, very important.
The phrase Africa Rising is commonly used in the continent, and indeed, economies in Africa are among the fastest growing in the world. However, there's a lot of inequality. What's your take on that?
Well, my thought on that is true, really. The biggest issue and challenge with us in Africa is that the growth is not an inclusive growth. So what we've been trying to do, for people like us, really, we're looking at, okay, fine, how do we really do something that we can turn around Africa to have, the don't haves, at least to enjoy, to have the joy. It's not for us to go and make money and then we pass it down, as charity over. No, we want to have society where they have disposable income. It's much better for us rather than having very few. Very few having money in their hands is not really good. It is always very good when you have number of people that they are well-to-do, they have disposable income. Everybody will be much, happier. We have actually now intentionally gone into agriculture, which we have tried now. We're starting with Nigeria. We have already started in sugar. We're investing $1.5 billion in sugar, and we're investing $1 billion in rice. So this one alone will be able to create about 180,000 jobs. I think this is more important for me to make my country, self-sufficient in sugar and self-sufficient in rice, creating 180,000 jobs than being the richest person in, Africa. And when you look at it, one of the things that we did to make sure that we spread the joy is the reason why we went to about 15 other African countries, apart from Nigeria. We want to be Pan-African. We're investing big sums of money. We're about to start something here in Kenya. We'll start very soon, but we're already in, Tanzania. We're investing $620 million in Tanzania. We'll finish the factory over 3 million tons, 100% local raw material, not imported clinker. And then we're doing Zambia. Zambia is going to be commissioned end of December. That's $410 million. We're also doing $650 million in Ethiopia. That's in East Africa alone. South Africa, we have the biggest African investment in South Africa. which we are doing. So we are doing quite a lot, not only here in West Africa, Central Africa, Eastern Africa, and Southern Africa. So we want to double that number in the next 2 years by investing almost in about 32 African countries. It's the only thing for us to encourage others. You know, the issue is that we have quite a lot of people that they want to come and invest money in Africa, but unfortunately, we the Africans are not leading very well. So as soon as we lead, they are confident that yes, something is happening, they will join us.
Your economic outlook for Africa in the coming year, in light of security challenges that has faced some parts of Africa and also the Ebola outbreak in West Africa?
I think 2015 is going to be a very, very challenging year, you know, because especially in West Africa, because of this Ebola issue, you know, the economic activities there have actually slowed down. And for some countries who are in oil, who are dependent on oil, like, you know, like Nigeria, Gabon, you know, Angola, Equatorial Guinea, you know, Ghana, you know, and bit of them, you know, they will have a little bit of discomfort. But that doesn't mean that, yes, we are not going to continue with the trajectory. You know, we can move into agriculture. It's a very good omen for us because it will now allow us to diversify the economy. And we've been saying that, look, don't rely on one mono product. Diversify the economy. When you diversify the economy, you'll be able to cushion, you know, I mean, for example, it's just like us. We make most of our money in cement. But if we say that we're only going to do cement, it means that if something happens where cement has gone sort of down, then the company will go down. So that's why we're diversifying. Some areas you make 20%, some you make 30%, some you make 5%. But what is important is that you are fully diversified. So some countries like Kenya, Tanzania, and co, they will have it easy in the sense that, yes, what they've been spending buying oil at a very high rate, now they will buy it cheaper. So it balances out, you know, but by and large, the future of this continent is so great that if people really do understand how much money you can make in Africa, everybody will be here, but it will come. You know, why we have not been flying like Asia is because we have less entrepreneurs compared to Asia, but it is happening. You know, we're not saying that no, only our money, but we Africans, we must lead for others to follow.